Giants agreed to a four-year extension worth $90 million, $60 million guaranteed with defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence. And so that makes Lawrence the third highest paid defensive tackle, tied with Daron Payne. It's basically the same deal. And only behind Aaron Donald and Jeffrey Simmons. And Simmons, funny enough, was drafted 2 picks after Dexter Lawrence in 2019. So let's go back with Lawrence. He was acquired via the Odell Beckham Cleveland Brown trade. So the trade that sent Beckham to the Browns, the Giants, in return, there were other pieces as well in that trade. Jabril Peppers comes to mind. But they got a 17th overall pick from Cleveland. And that was also the draft where the Giants selected Daniel Jones, 6th overall. I was actually at this draft. It was in Nashville in 2019. And, at the time, Dexter, and at that point, I'm kind of upset about Daniel Jones being drafted. And now, obviously happy with what Jones has done as a Giant. But Dexter Lawrence was taken. This is Dave Gettleman. And so, look, give credit to Dave Gettleman. I mean, he did a lot more bad than good, and I'm very happy he's gone, and I thought his tenure was an absolute disaster. But Dexter Lawrence has really, that Odell Beckham trade ends up really being a good one for the Giants. And Lawrence has really come on strong lately. And again, I find it interesting that, again, Simmons was taken 19th overall by the Titans, and now you're looking at, 2 of the best nose tackles in the NFL. It's a big deal. Look, 4 years, $90 million, $60 million guaranteed, and yet it feels like he deserves it. And I wasn't a big fan of Dexter Lawrence originally. Just didn't think that he was really providing a whole lot. And some of that probably wasn't fair, but also, in this past season, he really took off. Took off in a major, major way. And, I think back to some of the bad moments. 2021 against the Washington Commanders, second game of the season, on a potential game win. Let's see. I think the Giants were up at this point and lost because of this play. But I just want to totally confirm that. Check out the game logs from 2021. Yes. So he jumps offside on a potential field goal that was missed by Washington. They re-kick it and they make it. And that just set them off, down a really bad path in 2021. But again, that's a random play. It's not fair. But just the point is that I just wasn't a big fan of Dexter Lawrence. But last year, he was fantastic. And it's 7.5 sacks. And look, that is not, for someone playing his position, not easy. Rookie year, 2.5, then 4, then 2.5. And the thing is this as well. He's been very durable, and I don't want to jinx that, but injuries have not really been a thing for Dexter Lawrence in his 4-year career. He has, basically, has he missed a couple of games here and there? Yes, but not much at all. Really, he's been there. And, him and Leonard Williams have formed a really nice interior. And look, Leonard Williams is different. Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence is really the glue of that defensive line. And look, Leonard Williams is getting older now. And, he was hurt last year. Dex is really the key, really, honestly, maybe the key to that entire defense. That's how good he's become. So really, he has gotten so good recently, and I'm happy that he's going to be back as a Giant for hopefully the next, 4 years. And that's a 4-year extension, and they gave him that 5th-year option. And so this will be coming up his 5th year. So, and that was a good decision. At the time, I think everyone agreed with it, but, still, give the Giants credit for picking up that 5th year. And now it allows you, to maybe give Andrew Thomas the extension he deserves before the season starts. I would love that. Now, do they have to do it? No, but I think it's in their best interest to. So this spreads the money out a bit, and I think that this is a good deal. I'm happy that Joe Shane did it. I think he's done a lot more good than bad. What does it mean for Saquon Barkley? It might mean an extension could be coming Barkley's way. I don't really want that to happen. I would prefer Saquon really not be here in the long run. But I understand that, Saquon is a leader in that locker room and, really is probably the face of the franchise with Daniel Jones. And so I get it. But, that'll be kind of the next interesting thing is what happens with Saquon. But Dexter Lawrence, I'm glad that this is done with. And you kind of knew this was the next order of business. I think he was potentially going to hold out, but I think there was always confidence on both sides that this was going to get done. And here it is, May 4th, and the deal is already set. So very happy that Dexter Lawrence will be here. I, was wrong about him. He really showed a lot this past season, and I'm hoping that it's just a sign of things to come. Give Dave Gettleman a little bit of credit here, even though I think he's was a terrible GM for the New York Giants. But again, Dexter Lawrence back in the fold, a 4-year contract extension worth $90 million, $60 million guaranteed. And the Giants are definitely set up at defensive line with Dexter Lawrence.